So I decided to come to the Museum of Death. Um, Pretty gruesome. Um, I chose this culture because I've always been, from a very young age, a part of a very conservative Christian household, and I was always taught about life and not death, about being nice to people and not being very mean or this gruesome. Um, First question states, where did you go and why did you select this culture? I just explained that. What was the experiment like in terms of what you did? Describes the experience from beginning to end. From beginning to end, I mean, I didn't really think it was gonna be like this. I thought I was going to see maybe a couple of mummies, covered bodies or something, but it was really nothing like that. I actually saw people getting hung, people getting chopped up, embalmed bodies, embalmed pets. There was a lot of stuff going on that I saw in these pictures that were pretty gruesome. We got to see in a little theater room a little section of surgical doctors doing an autopsy, and it's live. It's pretty bad. According to question number 3, how did the experience make me feel? I'm not gonna lie, I felt like throwing up. I saw half of the things there, and I was just kind of tripping on how people could be, and it's very nasty pictures that you see. What did I learn from this experience? I learned to watch my back. More than anything, people could be anywhere, brainwashed. Like, there's a lot of cults that happened that started very innocent, especially back in the 70s. I saw stuff like from Hitler's era, the Nazi era, even stuff before that started off as a kind of like I'm being nice to you type thing, and then ended up being like a genocide, heads being shrunk, which meant that these whoever was doing the shrinking and whoever was being shrunk now served the people who was shrinking you in the spiritual life. It's pretty gnarly stuff. 6, did you have any chance or any change? Did you have to change or adjust communication style to adapt to a culture? Yeah, I was silent. I mean, nobody was saying anything. Everybody was being quiet. Everybody was being kind of awkward, just looking at each other. There was a couple of people around us. I mean, if I was to look at them from head to toe, they didn't look like they would be into stuff like this, but they looked pretty excited to be here, so it was pretty weird. 7, what could we learn from you and your experience? I think you could learn from me that I'm squeamish when it comes to seeing stuff like this. Also, the fact that I kind of got out of my comfort zone and still feel like this tells you that I really, really hate death. Anything that has to do with the medical field, I could say. Blood makes me squeamish. It's hard. So overall, not the best experience ever.